Hello, you guys. I hope that you can hear me well enough. I have been MIA for a few years now, approximately almost 3 years, due to a personal matter, something that happened within our family. And I basically, with my husband, just basically, you can say, gave up on life, on budgeting, on everything. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Yolandi, and this is Sunflower Budgets. And welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer after so many years. And also, if you are new to this channel and it's the first time that you see or that you clicked on one of my videos, I want to say thank you for taking that time. What we do on this channel is all things budgeting. I'm not a financial advisor, just a little disclaimer. What I do is I share my budgeting journey with you and how me and my family manage to save money. If that is something that you're interested in and you want to follow along on my journey and encourage me as well, because I believe within our budgeting community, we also keep each other accountable. This is one way of doing it. So, for this video, what we're going to do is for me getting back into the things that I need to do. I've got my budget already worked out here. My husband hasn't been working for 5 years. He battled to find a job, and then in June I lost my job, and in July I started with a new company. I want to say thank you to God because He has been so good to us. He has blessed me to find another job in such a short period of time. Because if you don't know, in South Africa, the job availability is not a lot, guys. And because I have a financial background and have been in the accounting field, accounting space for about 27 years now, that also helps me to find a job much easier. So my husband has found a job. I also, we just dropped down on our knees and we just thank the Lord for that, because job with a big tracking company in South Africa. And he is quite happy. He started on the 9th of September, and I said to him, you know what, let's get back into this strict budgeting, cash stuffing, saving challenges, all the things, so that we can get ourselves back on track. Because as you can imagine, in 5 years' time, there are so many things that has fallen behind. So let's jump into my budget. I have already pre-written out everything. I'm just going to share it with you so that you can also help me. If you see somewhere that I've made a mistake, you are more than welcome to comment down below. So if these are the types of things that you like to see, like budgeting videos, cash stuffings, savings challenges, and also follow along on my debt journey, then please subscribe down below. Turn on the bell so that you can get a notification every time I upload a video, and like this video, comment something below, because I really love to engage with my viewers within the comment section and get to know one another. So without further ado, this is our November budget. Please keep in mind, my husband gets paid on the 25th of each month and I get paid on the 28th. Okay, so let's start. I have done it like this. We've also got my husband's cousin that lives with us, as well as his son. And his son is working, though he hasn't found a job yet. So they are contributing 1,500 in cash every month on or before the 7th of the next month. So by the 7th of December, he would give us 1.5 in cash. My husband's income of 9,300, and then mine 13,085. So guys, you'll see when I go through my debt list with you on this video that we have quite a few payday loans. That is the sort of thing that we jumped right back into, and I was just sick and tired of not having funds to get us through to the next payday. We weren't even living paycheck to paycheck. We were literally living paycheck to a day or two later. Then our funds were depleted. So that is the reason why we are jumping back into this. These incomes here for both myself and my husband, also note that this is after deductions, okay? So at this point in time, I have not got anything filled out here. I had some money here put aside for our emergency fund, which is like savings pockets that I've linked to my main account. However, an emergency came up. I have got a scooter. Like, guys, since the last time that I recorded, we have actually, well, I have written off our vehicle. I had a head on collision. So we haven't had a vehicle for like 4 to 5 years now. And my husband last month bought me a scooter because of Bolt being about roughly 5,500 Rand a month to get to work and back. So he bought me a scooter last month cash. And I must say, it makes a huge difference because my fuel, I go about 2 weeks with a tank of gas. And that costs me about roughly between 130 to 140 Rand to fill up. So every 2 weeks, 130 to 140 Rand by far beats 5,500 Rand a month for Bolt. Okay, so I had to remove this emergency fund because I had to replace the two tires on my motorcycle. So we just need to build up from there. So then I've got our rent in here, 6.5. Power, water, and gas. I've got 1.5, which means it will be 800 Rand for electricity, 500 Rand for water because we've got prepaid water, and then 200 Rand for the month for refilling the gas cylinder to cook with. What you'll see also later on is I am taking money to buy us a 4 plate gas stove with all the fittings and a 3 kg bottle. As in the long run, we are going to be saving a lot of money because every time we turn on our stove, which works with electricity, our electricity meter just runs down so fast. Okay. Groceries for the month, we've budgeted 3,000 Rand. Transportation, here you can see I've budgeted 400 Rand for the month. So you'll see when I start stuffing next week, it's 200 Rand every second week that I'll put in my fuel in a cash envelope. Okay. Car track, this is my tracking that's been installed into my motorcycle so that I always know where it is. And it's just a safety precaution so that it doesn't get stolen or something like that. This is 2 months premium. So it's actually 199 a month. And then this is 2 months premium plus the installation fee, which goes out of the bank on the 1st of December. You'll also see the little C's here will always mean that I'm withdrawing this cash. I'm taking this cash out of my account so that I have a better control over it. Because if you just keep on swiping your card, you swipe, 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 and at the end of the day, all your money's gone and you don't actually know where it's gone to. So I feel when I've got my cash allocated for the month and for the week, then I know that if I go to the store like Checkers or Pick n Pay or wherever, I know this is the amount of cash I have and I have to stay within my cash availability in my wallet. Cell phone and airtime, it's 1,136 that I've budgeted because 349 is still for my Vodacom contract, which I will be cancelling in February. And then I won't be paying that 349 a month. And then the balance of the money is just to load airtime on my phone, my hubby's phone, my daughter and my son's phone, so that we can convert into data. This is the cheaper option at the moment. Sorry, guys, I just want to turn down the volume on my hubby's phone. Okay, so this is the cheaper option between doing it this way or getting the Wi-Fi switched back on. So Wi-Fi is, of course, one of the things that has fallen behind. I even budget bank charges. Okay, and then debt. It's I've budgeted 3,400 Rand this month, of which 1,000 Rand I will withdraw cash, and 2,400 of this amount will be paid from my bank account. School fees, this is 1,400, and then the balance that's left is 1,370, which I will be paying in with December's paycheck. then the school fees for the year is done and we are caught up on school fees. Abigail, this is a lady where I bought a short, jean short, denim short, whatever you want to call it, for myself and then one for my daughter. As guys, in this last couple of years, our clothing has deteriorated so badly that all of us actually needs clothes. That's why I also have a clothing sinking fund in my binders. Good. Okay, so after all our needs has been deducted from our total paycheck here at the top, um, we are left with 5,731 Rand. Um, okay, so next week, Friday, the 28th, myself and my hubby will be married for 21 years, which is woohoo. So we are going out. I am budgeting 1,000 Rand cash so that we can go and have something to eat and maybe see a movie or something like that. We both of us smoke, which is something that we would really love to stop with. It's just not as easy as people think it might be. Um, okay, so for spending this month, we haven't put something aside for myself and my hubby because of the 1,000 Rand over there, where we are going out to celebrate our wedding anniversary. Um, okay, then there's another 750 here that I need to pay to the tuck shop, and then my daughter and my son will each get a 200 Rand allowance for the month, which leaves us with a balance of 3,141. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that my camera stand is failing me. Okay, so no snowball payments this month, guys. We really cannot afford to do snowball. So I will discuss shortly with you guys how I incorporate or am thinking of incorporating something that will help us to do extra payments to our debt so that at the end of the day, um, sorry guys, I'm just working on my camera stand here. Okay, that's better. Okay, so no snowball method for now. And as you could tell that I chose between avalanche and snowball, I chose snowball method to pay off and tackle our debt. But at the moment, we only have 50 Rand and some few odd cents in our emergency fund. It has been depleted, so we need to get that built up to at least 10,000. That is our first goal, is to get at least 10,000 into our emergency fund, and then we can focus on doing extra debt payments to attack the debt. But I have another solution that I am going to start, even if it's like small um, bite sizes that I'm going to be paying extra every month into the smallest debt. Every little cent helps, you guys. A little really, really, truly does go a long way. So you'll see my binders just now. And for those of you that are not new to my channel, you'll also see that it's exactly the same binders that I have been using the previous time, like 3-4 years ago when I started my channel. Um, so there is no money to buy different binders. I am short with one or two binders, but we will just make it work in the meantime until I have enough money set aside. And I can go ahead then and get myself a new setup, which I would love, absolutely love to do. However, I am not going to mess around with the budget and find ourselves not having enough money to get through to the next paycheck. Right. So these categories are the most important to us. So it's birthdays. As you recall from my last time I was on my channel, I have 4 kids. I've got 2 girls, 2 boys, but my oldest boy and my oldest daughter has left home. So it's only the 2 younger ones still left with us. So it's our birthdays, Easter weekend, Mother's Day, Father's Day, anniversary, Christmas, family events. Now, this would be maybe for a family member, for a family member's birthday that we can travel to and celebrate with them, or if we have maybe a funeral in the family. This is where I'll be building up money for the traveling costs because we don't have a vehicle of our own. We've only got the scooter. So, what will happen is we'll have to take the bus to wherever and back. So, yeah, I'm building up in family events as a category. Then we've got entertainment, savings challenges, emergency fund. I've got this emergency fund where I'll be building up cash as well. And then I've got the emergency fund linked to my savings account at Capitec, which I will put this money in as soon as it starts getting too much cash to keep in the house. I will transfer that and replace it with a placeholder. Medical and health, guys, we don't have a medical fund. We don't have a medical insurance. We literally have nothing. And if you don't know, the provincial hospitals and government hospitals is no joke. Like to go there, it's no joke. Um, so I'd like to get that built up, and then as soon as our debt is settled, I would absolutely love to get ourselves medical insurance or some sort of medical aid or medical fund or something, so that we just know that we at least covered for major events. And then for minor things, I will still keep on building my health and medical fund category. School expenses, this is for any stationery, school uniform, backpacks, or anything like school trips, or my two younger ones that are still left at home, they do cycling at school and they fare really well with that. So if there's any costs involved in that, this is where it will come from, is the school expenses. Vacation, you guys, are so nice to have your partner, your husband, or whoever involved in this journey. And also, because I mean, when I set up the categories, I completely left out vacation or holiday. And hubby was the one, when he went through this budget, he was the one saying that but what about vacation? What about if we want to take a trip or we want to go away for the weekend or something like that? We need to build up money and save for that as well. So, yes, I inserted it here. Household needs. Now, this is what I was talking about. I saw a 4 plate gas stove with all the fittings and the cylinder on Take a Lot for 766. So, I will be going ahead buying that. And then this 400 Rand here is for a bathroom tap. Our tap at the bath itself has broken off, so it's quite a struggle to run a bath of water so that we can actually take a bath. So yeah, we need to replace that, and it's approximately 350 to 400 Rand for that mixer that needs to get installed there. Right, so also now building up for bike maintenance, because as I saw now, two tires was 2,400 Rand, which I need to pay off now in the next 4 weeks. 4 months, I'm sorry. In the next 4 months, 600 Rand a month, which is a lot of money, guys. If I had already built up this category, that wouldn't have been necessary. Okay, then we've got licensing. This is now our driver's licenses or any type of licensing for the motorcycle or anything like that. We're building up in here so that it doesn't come out of one paycheck. Pet care, we've got 3 dogs, and then my daughter has domesticated rats, believe it or not. So their food money and their grooming and all of that, well, not the rats, but the grooming for the dogs. That would come out of here, which is the pet care category. And you'll see that I budget 400 Rand in this category every month, because the dog food is about 140 a bag. We go through 2 bags a month, so that's 280. And then obviously my daughter's rats also need food. Clothing, this is the one I was talking about earlier, where I'm building up for us to have proper clothes in our wardrobes. Then I've got new techs and gadgets. Daddy promised the kids that if they pass this year, go into the next grade, he will get them each a new cell phone because they are long overdue for new cell phones, guys. And if you know, you know. Like nowadays, the kids cannot be without cell phones because homework and assignments and all of that are being sent over on WhatsApp. And then they've also got this thing on, I believe, Google, which is called School or something, where they also get online assignments and so on. So now I know cost savings 30 Rand for the month is not much, but it's something. So we are going to start building this up so that we can eventually buy us a vehicle. And then 1 month ahead, I'll start working on 1 month ahead and chip away at it slowly, but surely. And once I have fully funded 1 month ahead on all our expenses, I will start all over and put that money in the bank, name that savings pocket 1 month ahead for expenses, and then I'll start on my 2 months ahead, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, all of these categories equals 3141, and we had a balance here of 3141, which leaves us with zero, which, if you don't know about this is called a zero-based budget. So I've already worked out how much cash I must withdraw, but I've also already gone ahead and worked out how much cash I would need for the first week, what we would need for the first week, which is from Tuesday the 25th, but not until next week, Thursday, but until the Thursday thereafter, so that I can fall into a habit of restuffing my cash envelopes and so on every Friday, and then uploading the videos on a Saturday morning. Okay, so debt overview. Now, yes, I know we've got a lot of stupid little loans, guys, but these loans helped us through, and now it's time to pay it back. Okay, so loan one, 400 Rand. I haven't budgeted anything on this one for this month. Loan two, 440. I'm paying 200 Rand this month, which will leave me with a balance of 240. Loan three is 450, not paying anything on it, so it leaves me with the same balance of 450. Loan four, 700. I have to finish this one off this month, so it's 700 I'm paying, and then it leaves me with zero, so that will be done. Loan five is 1371. Paying 400, which still will leave me with the same balance, because these are one of those very strict payday loans where if it gets to payday and you see you can't pay the full amount, you can pay the interest and charges, and then it still leaves you with that same balance, because it would be as if I took a new loan for 1,000 Rand. Guys, these payday loans and stuff, all these is very, very, very dangerous. Once you start going down this, it's like going down a rabbit hole. Okay, so please, if you can help it, don't do it. My bike tires, as you heard earlier, I said is 2,400. I'm paying 600 Rand a month for 4 months, and that leaves me with, oh gosh, this balance is not correct, guys. I'm sorry, because it was supposed to be 1,800, and then when the bill came, it was 2,400. So this balance here is 1,800 after this month's payment. So I just want to quickly correct that whilst we're on here, otherwise I'm going to forget. And then once I start doing my next month's budget, I'm going to wonder what the hell is going on here. Loan six, yes, guys, six loans in total, which is completely ridiculous, is 4,500. I'm paying 1,000 Rand this month. I have to pay 1,000 Rand. That's my minimum. And then I'm left with 3.5. Bears is where I bought beds for my kids and some appliances in the house that we absolutely needed. It was a necessity. Minimum payment 500, guys, but as you can see, it's not really making a difference. So I worked out that if I want to chip away at the capital amount, I need to at least pay 1,000 Rand, which I can't right now. Once some of these are off, then I can start focusing and getting this one down. So I'm starting with a balance of 22511, ending with a balance of 22561. So it's actually increased with 50 Rand, which it's ridiculous. Okay, guys. And then because of the fact that my husband wasn't working for 5 years, we are also under sequestration, which means that our estate has been liquidated. So we are paying this company, Senator. We are paying them, and the total we need to pay is 77,000. But I have an arrangement with them. I cannot pay. My minimum payment here is 3,500 a month. But as you can see from this, and with our income being a low income for both of us, we cannot pay anything this month. Also, December, I believe I haven't set something aside, but I am starting to pay this in January. Then some of these will be off, and I can afford to do this. So that still leaves us with 77,000 Rand. So at the end of the day, this is what it looks like. We are starting off on this journey with a total debt outstanding of 109,772, which after this month's payments, which we will make next week, by latest next week, Friday, all of this will be paid, which I've marked here. That will leave us with 100,006 Rand and 372. Okay. So that is that. If there was anything regarding our budget that does not make sense, please, you can just comment below and I will shed some more light on it. The thing I want to show you is this one is this little guy here. And this is where this is actually basically what I'm using as a wallet at the moment. So this is where our groceries money will go in. Now, with groceries, guys, I don't have separate categories as you saw on my budget sheet, like groceries and toiletries and cleaning and this and that. To me, it's all under the category groceries because when I go to Checkers or Pick and Pay or Spar, um, I buy the toiletries, the cleaning materials, the food, all of that out of this category. All right. So I didn't want to overwhelm myself. There's groceries, then we've got power, we've got water, we've got transportation, which is my fuel, we've got fun money, we've got savings challenges, and then in this last pocket here, I keep our bank cards and then the balance of the trackers, like to track how much money is in each category or each envelope for the week. Then we've got this one here. I believe I've got two separate binders categories in here because, as I said earlier, I am short a binder or two. I had 5 of these binders. I have no idea what happened to the rest of them. So this is for birthdays, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You'll see these were combined on my budget, but whatever I budget on there will be split into two and put into these envelopes. Then I've got anniversary, which you probably saw that I've got nothing for anniversary and for Christmas in the budget for this month because our anniversary is next week Friday. So I just took a lump sum and allocated it so that we can go and have some fun. And then from there onwards, I'll start building up for next year so that it doesn't come out of one paycheck because that is quite dreadful. Christmas, family functions, and then a vacation. Now, this is any extra money, guys. We'll play savings challenges. And then every time we finish a savings challenge, I've already pre-written at the back of the savings challenge what it will be, which binder it will go to, whether it's 1 month ahead, whether it's a family binder, or whether it's sinking funds. But when we're done with a savings challenge, what we'll do is 30% of the money for that savings challenge we'll dedicate to paying extra on debt. And then the other 70% will go into whichever binder it needs to be divvied into. I hope that makes sense. School fees, this is where we will be building up for 1 month ahead. And there's Wi-Fi, power and electric, transportation, groceries, and rent. So these, as from school fees up until rent, I've sorted them into the ones that's the cheapest to the most expensive one for the month, or the highest one for the month. So as to say that if this one is fully funded, I'll move it to the back. And then we work on this one next, and then so on and so forth. Until all of them are fully funded, they'll go into the bank, and we'll start all over again to work on the second month. Okay. We have our sinking funds. Now, what was in that other binder? The first section was our family binder. The second part was our 1 month ahead one. And then this one is our sinking funds. Okay, so we've got emergency, we've got medical and health, school expenses, household needs, bike maintenance, licensing, pet care, clothing, new tech and gadgets, and car savings. Now I've got a tracker. I've got a tracker in each of them at the back. So this is where we will keep track of what we put in and what we take out. So anytime something comes up that we need to use this money for, this is where it will come from. Got our savings challenge binder. So guys, I've got some games in here, but I'm not going to play them or do them right now. What we're going to do next is I've got about 154 savings challenges, which I have, you know, even got still from my last time that I was on this journey. And I got some, a few extras, more like newer ones, updated ones. So I've put them all from number 1 until 154 into this spinning wheel. So we are going to spin the wheel, and we're going to pick 6. We're only going to work on 6 savings challenges at a time. So once that has been picked, we'll go and delete those numbers. And then once a savings challenge or 2 is completed, we'll come back to the wheel, and we'll let the wheel help us to pick the next savings challenge to be done. Okay. So let's see. I've got all the savings challenges. Let me just show you. I've got all of them right here. And then I know the camera is very close, guys. I'm really sorry about that. I will order myself a camera stand next week. And then once that comes, my videos will be much better. So let's choose our 6 category, 6 savings challenges that we will be starting with next week. And then we'll take it from there. Okay, so that would be number. So we are going to start with savings challenge. I'm just making a quick note here. It's number 131. Okay. Let's choose the next one. Remember, I said we're going to choose 6 of them. Ooh, all the high numbers, hey? Number 126. Number 112. $138. Oh my goodness, it's all the high numbers. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. and number 17. Okay, so we've got number 17, which is correct, number 133, 138, 112, 126, and 131. Okay, so no, I don't want to clear the results now. Okay, so let's see. We have number 17, that's number 13, 16, and it got stuck here. Okay, so number 17, which we will start with next week, is from Two Sister Bees. If you haven't checked out their YouTube channel yet and their Etsy shop and Ko-fi, please feel free to do so. They've got the cutest little challenges, guys. So I've made each icon with 10 Rand, and we will start playing with this one. You get a envelope that you print out with this, guys, and all my challenges are in black and white because I wasn't prepared to pay 9 Rand per page for a color printout. So this is the first one that we will be starting with next week, and then let's go to the higher numbers. Number 112. And then I would like, I'm going to first finish up with all these challenges that I do currently have before I even think of looking at new challenges. Okay, I see number 112. Let's just put that one in here. My space is so limited, guys. It's not even funny. So 17 I've got, 112, I can see it right here. This cute challenge is from Floating Funds. Check out her channel as well. And yes, I know that it has got the dollar sign in, but that doesn't faze me. I'll just carry on and put 2 Rand, 4 Rand, 3 Rand, 5 Rand. Okay. Because we are on a mission here to build up funds a fun way and pay off extra on our debt. Okay, so that was 112. The next one is 126. So let's see. Okay, 126 is, I made this little insert myself for my envelope where I'll be putting the cash in. And number 126 is also from Floating Funds. And this is save the number. So you save the number shown and save, okay, in my case it will be 514 Rand. Save 1 Rand for each square and save 190 Rand. So what you do is you color the number ones red, gray, favorite color, peach, black, brown. So we're going to play a nice game with this, and we're going to save money. Okay, 126 is done, and then 131. Let me just quickly jot this down. 131. I think I see it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, this is our matey from Jamie Oren Budgets, and also the numbers are fairly small, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5. So in total, you save 20 Rand, and we're also going to play a nice game with this. Guys, it's just like, it's just a fun way of budgeting and saving money, because budgeting doesn't have to be restricting. It doesn't have to feel like this daunting task on your shoulders. Make it fun, make it colorful, play games. Like, you can have your wants to a certain, like, I would say, limit. And then just the most important thing always is to first start building up an emergency fund. Once that is done, like, you then chip away at your debt. Now, my best and most fun way of doing that would be to um, play savings challenge games and take it from there. Put some of the money into extra payments on debt, and then the balance I put into my sinking funds or my family binder or whatever the case may be, maybe my 1 month ahead binder. So, number 133, this is also a cutie, also from Floating Funds, guys. Um, this is a roll and save, so I would roll my dice and whatever number it falls on, put that in the block, and that is how much money I will put into this savings challenge until it is completed. 138. Let me just see. 136, 137, 138. Okay, so this is number 138. And as you can see, this will go into my sinking funds. But like I said to you, 30% will go into extra payments towards debt. And then the balance will go into my sinking funds binder. This is also so cute, also from Floating Funds, and also a roll and save. So you'd also roll your dice, write the number it falls on, and that is the amount you save. So I believe that's it from me, you guys. If you are still here, just leave me a little sunflower in the comments. I'd really appreciate it, and that just shows me that you've watched the whole video. I thank you so much for the time that you spent with me on this Saturday morning. And I really appreciate each and every one of you supporting me and that have supported me in the past. Also, if you are new and you haven't yet, please feel free to subscribe, like this video, and comment something down below. I will see you then in the next video, guys, which will be our first cash stuffing and savings challenge video in, like, I think forever, like probably 3 to 4 years. But yes, I'm quite excited for that. I'm quite excited to restart up this journey again, and I will see you soon. Bye.